Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this November the 19th, 2023. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics here. As you can see, here's the satellite imagery for the tropics. We got, this was what was brought all the heavy rain, mudslides, and gusts to the Jamaica, eastern Cuba, the Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, and also portion of the Turks and Caicos Island down in the Bahamas. That system is racing on off to the northeast along a frontal boundary. We got another little cluster of showers and storms down here in the southern Caribbean Sea. They are continuing to push westward. They should move into Central America. We got some over in the eastern Pacific, some showers and storms there. We got a system out here in the high pressures in charge of the East Coast weather. Here's a little weather system here that's going to bring some severe weather to portions of the Gulf Coast states. We'll talk about that in today's video as well, and also we're going to take a look at some of the model runs as well from the GFS, and that way you get a chance to see it as well. Alright, if you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks, and we're going to go ahead and continue on down the road there. Alright, we're going to look at these forecast model runs here. This is per the GFS. I started off at 7 p.m. this evening. As you can see, we got some snow showers over a portion of southeast Canada and the northeast U.S. There's that little system here in the, what was post-tropical, potential tropical cyclone 22, but it never did organize into potential tropical cyclone 22. That will continue to race on off to the northeast. Along that frontal boundary that you've seen on the satellite imagery, you got some showers in the middle portion of the country from portions of South Dakota down to Texas. Rain and snow showers over in the Pacific Northwest from over here near New Mexico, Arizona, all the way up into southeast Canada, including Washington and Oregon State. Alright, let's move on to the 1 p.m. tomorrow. This is on your Monday, November 20th. We got a low pressure system located over Oklahoma, bringing some showers from Texas all the way up to South Dakota. A little bit of snow in portion of Colorado. A little bit of offshore showers in the coastal waters off the southeast coast of Florida, and also off the east coast of Florida and eastern Georgia. Some in the coastal water. Let's continue to move forward. This is 1 a.m. on the 21st. This is Tuesday. A line of showers and storms developing along that 1005 millipressure system located over Illinois and also Indiana. Trailing cold front extending down to the Gulf of Mexico. We got a little bit of snow on the north side, a little bit of rain and snow mixture in Minnesota, also in South Canada. As we continue to 7 a.m. Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., the rain's knocking on the doorsteps here in the Carolinas, down into Georgia. Low pressure system 10,004 millibar moving into the Great Lakes region. That will be moving into a portion of Michigan and also a portion of Pennsylvania region and Ohio areas as well. Snow on the northwest side over a portion of Wisconsin and a little bit of Minnesota, rain and snow. As dry high pressure dominates the west coast at this time. Alright, you can see here's 7 p.m. Tuesday evening. We got snow breaking out up here in portions of the northeast U.S., also up in the portions of southeast Canada and central Canada as well. Another system coming into the Pacific Northwest, bringing some rain and snow. And there comes some showers and storms, extending from up here from Pennsylvania down into the Gulf Coast, also down into the Gulf of Mexico as well. Would not be surprised to see a few severe thunderstorms as that front moves through the Carolinas and Georgia. They do not have it marked yet, but I will continue to monitor that as we get closer. We'll discuss that in the Storm Prediction Center outlook in just a little while. All right, let's move on to 7 a.m. Morning. The rain still continues across the southeast, down to the eastern seaboard. Still got rain and snow over a portion of Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and also into South Canada and southeast Canada as well. That system coming into the Pacific Northwest, bringing some rain and snow over in the Washington and Oregon region and Idaho area as well. All right, let's start at 7 p.m. Wednesday evening. As you can see across Mexico as well, still got some snow and rain mixture over here in South Canada, Southwest Canada, through Montana, back to Washington, Oregon State, and also into Northern California as well. All right, we continue to roll forward. This is into um, 7 a.m. Thanksgiving morning. You can see pretty much quiet across much of the nation, except in New Brunswick and also up in Newfoundland. Showers and storms in that area, and also a little bit of snow over southern Canada. Also a little bit of snow flying over here in portions of Montana, Wyoming, also in the portions of Idaho, and also in the Washington, Oregon State. A little bit of rain there. South Texas getting a little bit of shower activity as well. And we continue to roll forward. This is at 7 p.m. Thursday evening, Thanksgiving evening. Pretty much quiet across much of the coast. They've got some snow in northeast, southeast Canada. Also up toward New Brunswick. Another little low pressure system developing down in the Gulf of Mexico, bringing some showers along the Gulf Coast. Also back in the portion of Louisiana and Texas. Also we got some snow flying over here in portions of Wyoming and Colorado, back in Utah and also Idaho and also Nevada as well. All right, this is your Friday forecast. Let's move on into your Friday afternoon forecast. As you can see, we got a big blob of snow over here in the Pacific North, over here in the middle portion of the country, from Nevada, Nebraska, back in the portions of Wyoming, down in the portions of Kansas, also Colorado, and also in the portions of Utah. Shower activity down in the Gulf of Mexico, across Florida, also off the southeast, and also portions of the Carolinas, getting a little bit of shower activity. As we continue to roll on into Black Friday, which is no, this is your Saturday forecast. That was Friday. Excuse me. I'm getting behind myself. Also into portions of Colorado and also Arizona, a little bit up in Montana, a little bit across south areas of Canada, also into portions of uh, Illinois and Iowa as well. This is for your Saturday morning. All right, Saturday evening forecast. Low pressure system off the southeast coast, still bringing some coastal showers. A few showers up in the portion of Pennsylvania, also in the portion of West Virginia, and also in the portion of Ohio. Also down across southeast Texas. Also, we got rain and snow over portion of North Texas, also in Oklahoma. A little bit of snow activity over portion of Arizona. New Mexico, back in the portions of Colorado, Wyoming, and across South Texas. All right, that's about your 7-day forecast range. So we're going to go ahead and move on into the Watches Warning Advisory map for your location across the nation. All right, you can see here we got special weather statements in Virginia, North Carolina, and also portion of Tennessee. Small craft advisory from Maine all the way down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a little bit along South Carolina coast. Coastal flood advisory there along Charleston area. Also storm warnings, also some small craft advisory extended from up here near Washington State down to Southern California. We got wind advisories that were for areas of Montana, northern portion of Oregon, southern Idaho, much of Nevada, also southern and central California. High wind warnings there as well, and watches across southern California. High wind warnings for portions of Utah. Winter storm warning, winter weather advisory for Utah. Winter weather advisories for portions of Colorado, also in the portions of Arizona, also in the Oregon and Washington State. Special weather statements there is also in effect for portions of northern areas of New Mexico. Wind advisory there for portions of West Texas. Frost advisory is also in effect for northwestern portions of California. The Hawaii and Chain Islands, central south looks good. North, got a few small craft advisory, wind advisory there. Alaska still got some storm warning, small craft advisory around coastal areas. Inland, special weather statements, also freeze and spray warning to the northwest. All right. Okay, we still waiting. All right, you can see here we got general thunderstorm pretty much from Kansas down into Texas over to Arkansas and also Missouri. Same over here in portions of areas of New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and also in the portion of Colorado. Marginal risk over Oklahoma. All right, if you live in Oklahoma City, Tuscaloosa, Norman, Broken Arrow, and Edmond, Oklahoma regions, marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon. Tornado probability is less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds 5%. Large hail 5%. This includes the same areas: Oklahoma City, Tuscaloosa, Norman, Broken Arrow, and Edmond, Oklahoma regions for this afternoon. All right, let's move on to day number 2, which is your Monday forecast. We got a big area of slight risk, marginal risk, and also an enhanced risk over the Gulf Coast state, what I was talking about earlier in today's video. As you can see, here is the general thunderstorm from Texas all the way up to the portion of Illinois and Indiana, back down to northwest Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama. Alabama. Marginal risk in the darker green. We have a slight risk and an enhanced risk over Louisiana into Mississippi. All right, if you live in Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, excuse me, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Alexandria, Louisiana, Vicksburg, Mississippi, enhanced risk for severe weather on Monday. If you live in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Mobile, and Metairie, Louisiana areas, slight risk for severe weather. All right, if you live in Houston, Garland, Texas area, marginal risk. If you live in Memphis, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and Little Rock, Arkansas, marginal risk for severe weather on Monday. All right, tornado probability. We have a 2% in the green, 5% in the brown, and a 10% hashed area. That's the significant area for tornadoes. This includes the same area, significant area, and 10%. This includes Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Alexandria, Louisiana, and Vicksburg, Mississippi. This is for the significant area for large tornadoes up to EF2 or maybe 3 in that vicinity. Also, if you live in New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, Mobile, and Metairie, Louisiana areas, 5%. If you live in Houston, Texas, also Garland, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas, 2% risk for a tornado coming up on Monday. All right, damaging winds. We have 5% in brown, 15% in the yellow, 30% in the red. If you live in Jacksonville, damaging winds over 60 miles per hour. All right, if you live in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Mobile, and Metairie, Louisiana, 15% risk. If you live in Houston, Texas, Garland, Texas, also Little Rock, Arkansas, Birmingham, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee, 5% risk for damaging winds in your area. Also, here's the hail probability, 5% in brown, 15% in the yellow. If you live in Shreveport, Bossier City, and Monroe, Louisiana, 15% risk for large hail. If you live in Tyler and Longview, Texas area, 15% risk area as well. If you live in Houston, Garland, Texas area, you're under a 5% risk. If you live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and also Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, 5% risk for large hail coming up on Monday. Monday's going to be a very bad, severe weather day across the Gulf Coast. So get ready, folks, for that. All right, and finally, here is your Tuesday forecast. All right, you can see here we got general thunderstorm pretty much from Virginia down to the Florida Panhandle, Big Bend area, Louisiana area, all the way up to Indiana and also Ohio. We have a marginal risk over Portland, Louisiana, back into Alabama and also southwest Georgia, western Florida, including the Panhandle. If you live in Montgomery and Mobile, Alabama area, and Dalton, Alabama, marginal risk for severe weather. If you live in Columbus, Georgia, and Gulfport, Mississippi, a marginal risk for severe weather there as well. Probability 5%, same location. All right, and finally we're going to wrap it up with the rainfall totals across the lower 48. Heavy precipitation down in the Gulf of Mexico through all the way up to Louisiana, back into Missouri, all the way to the northeastern United States, up toward New Brunswick and also Newfoundland, and also in the coastal water. You can expect anywhere from about an inch to maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain. Maybe a few areas could be a little more. So much needed rain will come to this area here, which is in a drought, which should start beginning as these systems start to develop more. I think the drought will start to disappear, but before it disappears, it may get a little bit worse and then finally disappear later on down the road. Lighter amounts in the Pacific West, Northwest, northern portion of the United States, also toward the southwest U.S., northern Mexico. Lighter amounts, central Mexico, lighter amounts, central U.S., pretty much lighter amounts, but the heavy precipitation is pretty much on the East Coast. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video, so have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday afternoon, folks.